Uh, Hello everyone. Basically, why we are meeting here? We are meeting here because we are going to discuss about some advanced data science project. And what all comes under advanced data science project is we will talk about Gen AI, basically the projects related to artificial intelligence. And again, why we are discussing about advanced data science projects, because with respect to industry and standards, no industry will hire someone who is at his intermediate level or who is at its beginner level. Okay, everyone just wants someone who is just advanced in their projects or in their skills. Okay, so for that reason, means like if you want that, okay, if you should be hired by some industrial experts, by some HRs, your resume should get shortlisted. So for that particular reason, we are going to just move forward with advanced data science project. Okay. And with me, Aditi is there, and Aditi, she's advanced in AI. So yes, she will be also guiding me into through it. Okay, what are the projects we will be looking into for? And we have researched something. Okay, and what I will do means like upon research of Aditi, we have come into a knowledge of some data, some AI projects. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay. Also, basically, this was the project, and this is not the only project which we are going to discuss throughout our this thing. But the thing is, we are going to discuss about 10 different projects, and basically that 10 different projects will cover 10 different things as well, which is required to develop your skills when you are looking into AI domain. For example, if you are looking for some machine learning engineer, AI engineer, and obviously if someone is a AI engineer, he will definitely be a data scientist as well. Okay. So for that reason, we have come up with the 10 projects as well. But as if for now, we are starting with this particular project. And this particular project is Autonomous AI Research Assistant for Scientific Discovery. Okay. And what I will do, like in the comments, in the description of this video, if you want, that I will just share the Google Doc link of this. Why? Because I want you guys to just read through this, because I have made this Google Doc for you. And again, if you will not read this, then you will not be able to understand that what is specifically there inside this project. And again, why do you need to understand? Because if you want to learn something, then you don't have to just sit and learn the theory part. Okay, for example, means like this, if you are building some AI models, right? So definitely you are learning how to drive a car, right? And you just can't learn to drive a car by watching some random YouTube videos, right? You have to just sit inside, you have to know where is the accelerator, brake, gears. You should be able to understand, and you should be able to practically implement it. Okay, so if upon my suggestion, means like it's my point of view, again, point of view changes upon person to person, but again, upon my experience, upon my what I'm seeing the things, I come to conclusion that if we learn something practically, then we learn faster than we learn something theoretically and then we are implementing it practically. Okay, so obviously it will be some time taking task as well. But again, yes, if you are learning practically, then it will save the time of yours. If you are learning theoretically, yes, for example, if you are learning Python, and in the Python as well, like if you are coding, then obviously you will come to know that what do you mean by data types is there. Okay, and how, what are the different means like what you can say, what are the functionality of a function. Okay, so these all things, if someone will ask you like a theory wise, you can be able to understand if you are learning it practically. But again, this will not goes vice versa. Okay, if you know practicals, then ultimately at the end you will know the theory. But if you know the theory, you will you don't understand the practicals. Okay, so for that reason, for that particular approach, if you are totally new to AI, and if you are totally new, means like you are starting from scratch, so for that particular reason is, for one project you will be able to understand only 5% of the things. For that reason we are coming up with 10 different projects, and definitely by the end of 10th project you will be able to understand 100% of all the things which we are doing inside that particular project. And again, how you will understand 100% of all those things is like, for the initial project, for example, you understood 5%, right? For the second project you will understand more 5%, which will be 10, then again 5, then a time will come, then you will be understand the total of 50 to 60% of the projects, right? So for that reason, means like you have to be consistent, and yes, you have to be working side by side. Okay, so now just let's quickly discuss. I will just discuss about the first page of it, right? Basically, what will be our project overview. Okay, and basically what will be the components of it, right? You can see here, uh, whenever you are using AI, so there are 11 different paradigms. Aditi, what can we spell this? Can you just correct me? How can we spell this word?
Paradigms. Like I usually call this, there are different pronunciations, but we can call this as paradigms as well.
Okay. So if anyone knows how to pronounce, yes, he can also comment it on the section. That okay. So now let's not dive into how we pronunciate it. Let's dive into basically what this particular thing means. Okay. So whenever we are defining any AI model, there are 11 different paradigms which is used. You might have heard about LLMs, okay, but you might not have heard about what is RAG. Okay, you might have heard about agentic AI. You might not have heard about symbolic AI. Okay, uh, you might have heard about DL, which is deep learning, but you might not have heard about reinforcement loop. Okay, you might have heard about just now symbolic AI, but you might not be heard about neuro symbolic, evolutionary algorithms, cognitive architectures. Okay, so basically these all terms might sound alien for you, right? You might not be able to understand, or you might not be able to locate as well by understanding the simple English language term of it, right? So what we will do, we will discuss one by one everything in detail, and then we will move on to the projects, right? So first, if you would count it, right, then you will ultimately see there are 11 paradigms which is used. First is LLM, second is RAG, third is agentic AI, fourth is ML, five is Gen AI, six is symbolic AI, seven is deep learning, eight is reinforcement loop, nine is neurosymbolic, 10 is evolutionary algorithms, and 11 is cognitive architectures. So if we will combine all these 11 paradigms, then only you will be able to say that yes, you are an expert in AI, or you are an uh, expert data scientist. Means like, uh, again, why you need to be an expert? Because anyone can just go to Kaggle and they can create a dummy projects, they can perform EDA, they can perform data pre-processing steps, they can perform some deep learning algorithms. They can perform some computer vision algorithms such as CNN, XGBoost. Everyone can perform, right? So these, I'm not telling you to avoid this type of projects, but these type of projects comes under intermediate, and no person will hire any average student. Everyone wants that you should be excellent in your particular field. Okay, right. So you can see here the first component, paper ingestion. Okay. So what do you understand by paper ingestion, right? You can see your chunk is there, chunk plus embedded them, upload, scrape, papers, chunk plus embedded them. Chunk here basically means like we will be dividing the things into very smaller pieces. So for example, you can take it that this is my project, right? This is my autonomous AI research assistant. This is my project, and this project I have divided into chunks. Chunks, how title is there, these all headlines is there. Again, week one, in week one, what we'll be doing. So basically, we are dividing these things. So basically, these particular things means by chunk. Okay. And if we will move for further, means like there are various things here. Again, means like if you want me to explain everything in detail, so what it will happen means like I will just uh, be moved away from my direction. Again, how I will be moved away? Because I will be just stick into the theory part. And again, I have said that we will try to implement the practical codes, then we will try to learn the theories rather than going vice versa, right? So for that particular thing, I am sharing this particular Google Doc link. So what you can do, you have your big brother with you, that is Chat GPT. Okay, so you can go and ask him that what do you mean by this insight agent? What do you mean by hypothesis generator? Okay, what do you mean by reinforcement loop? You can just study, you can self study, because again, self help is a great help. I can't help you, only you guys can help yourself, right? So basically, there are particular layers as well in this. You can see uh, API is there, RAG stack means like basically these all things is there. And as you will move down, I have also created the project directory, how the project directory will look like. Okay, so first it will be again a readme file, app file will be there. So if you have been through my uh, chatbot preparation or chatbot development video, then you would might relate that there also I have explained the same way. First, I've explained the project directory, what all project directory is there. Okay, well, what all things are there, what do you mean by ingestion dot paper dot py, what all things should contain in it. Okay, so these all things we will discuss it day by day. Okay, for today this is simply the overview for you. Okay, so that you can understand. Okay, these all files will be there. Again, it's up to you, this is called modular programming, and it's up to you, means like you can just take the codes, and if you want to just stick with object oriented programming, then you can move ahead with that as well, it can work. But again, this is modular programming. Why? Because I have divided my projects into different modules. Again, what are those different modules? This paper.py file is there summarized. Basically, these are py files are the different modules I would have used, means like object oriented programming, and I would have uh, divided this into different classes, and I would have joined these classes with the help of inheritance, right? So basically these all things is there. My approach is modular programming. Again, it's up to you, you can stick with any of them, right? So as we will move down, you can see various things are there again. And I want you to study this. So we will meet tomorrow. So till then, you have to just keep practicing it, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Good luck. Jai Hind.